Welcome to Whiskey Wheels Watches. It's going to be a new YouTube channel, so please be kind to me. This is my first attempt, and today I'm going to be reviewing this Kyasuku whiskey, which is brought to you from Aldi. And I just picked this one up because I'm a real whiskey lover, and I just like to try some things that are quite different. So what we can see here is a really beautifully done bottle. You can see that it's tapered in its lines there. We've also got a 45-degree taper on the outside of the bottle as well, which I think is makes this quite distinctive. I think you see this with sort of some of the Hiberniki whiskies. They try things differently. They make the packaging in the bottle exquisite, and you can see there that we've got a beautiful label central to that bottle there. And on the four sides, you can see clearly through the whiskey, and what I can see is a really light, mellow tone to the whiskey, which I quite like, to be honest. It indicates it's going to be quite floral. It's not going to be too heavy or too peaty. So I'm going to be quite interested to taste this in a few moments, and we'll get to that in a second. If we look at the bottle, we've got a lovely little curve on the bottle as well, following that 45 degrees. Now myself, I've got quite a few bottles of whiskey in my collection. I just love that for £27. How are they doing that at Aldi? No wonder they're beating the crap out of Sainsbury's at the moment. So yeah, so I'm quite excited. So this is 40%, so it's just a normal 40% whiskey. I think it's around about 12 years old. And I'm just really looking forward to just trying this. So I'm just going to take you right to the top now. And we're going to try and uncork this now. So all I'm going to do is just unwind plastic packaging and release that and give you a look at the cork. Now the cork is just a brown wooden cork, which I think is quite nice, and traditionally a standard cork. And that smells lovely. It smells very citrusy. I mean, it's probably in the bottle there for the 12 years that you need it to be. And then you've got the first entrance and swell into what's quite a delicate smelling whiskey that looks very nice, honey shape, honey sort of colour, which I'm quite looking forward to taste. So I'm going to try our first taste now. So straight into the glass. Here we go. I love the sound of that. I just love the sound of that. That sounds absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look at this. So we've got a very, very sort of lemon citrusy look to the whiskey, and yeah, it's got notes of lemon. It's quite mellow. Again, oranges coming through as well. It really is a beautiful looking whiskey. I've poured myself quite a generous dram there. I do like a generous dram. So let's just give that its first taste. Oh, that's absolutely delightful. Very light on the palate, very subtle, and it's just such a nice, warm feeling as it goes down. I've got to say, that is, for £27, that is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to add a little bit of ice to it just to see how that opens the whiskey up a little bit and see if it brings out a little bit more of that bouquet. So I'm just going to drop in a little bit of ice to try. Just give that a little bit of time there to melt. I've had a love for whiskey for many years now. I've been probably drinking whiskey, mainly Scottish whiskey, for 20 years plus, and I've managed to visit several of the distilleries up in Scotland as well. One of my favourite is Glengoyne. I'm going to be reviewing a Glengoyne 21 that was given to me as a present off a friend over the next few videos if people are interested. It's a very, very nice place to go. And incidentally, the Glengoyne distillery is right, it's a Highland distillery, but it's right on the lowland border. I think it's on the A82, so where they brew or where they distill the whiskey is on the Highland side, but over the road where they store it is on the lowland side. So it's quite an interesting fact that. And I was lucky enough just before Christmas to take a good friend there to do a tour and a chocolate tasting, which was absolutely fantastic. So I've let that whiskey open up a little bit now. Do you know what? I come back to that price point every time. For £27, that is absolutely delectable. So I'm going to enjoy this now, and hopefully you've enjoyed this little video. And hopefully you could subscribe if that's what you do. If not, then just pop on and just have a look at other videos in the future. The channel's called Whiskey Wheels and Watches, so obviously I'm going to be doing some really nice car reviews. I've got an M4 competition which I've now put 15,000 miles on, so I'll be reviewing that. It's a little bit of a long term, I've owned it since new. And I've got some very nice watches as well, so ranging from everything from Rolex, from Tudor to Graham to BRM, to the Delacour and Tag Heuer. So I'll be looking at all these watches over the channel as well. And of course, I'll be bringing you some great whiskies. So have a great night, cheers, and enjoy your weed ram, I hope you do.